Hey Happy Bees, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to talk about what physical items you need if you want to open an eBay shop. And by open an eBay shop, I mean if you want to sell handmade products or start a handmade business selling items on eBay. If you're new to this channel, my name's Amanda. I've had an online eBay business since 2012. It has been such a huge blessing to me. It has allowed me to stay home and raise my kids while providing for my family at the same time. And in my eBay shop, I sell handmade cake toppers, and that's what this channel is all about. On this channel, I make cake decorating tutorials, but I've also started talking about the business end of things. So if that sounds like the type of thing that you're into, make sure you hit subscribe and click that bell so you'll be the first to know when there's a next video. So with that being said, I think the most important thing when you're starting an eBay shop is obviously just to start. Sometimes you can think and build things up in your head and think, I need this, and I need this, and I need this. The most important thing is if you have an idea in your head or you have a hobby or a particular talent and you think that you could turn that into a business and sell some items on eBay and provide an income for yourself, then the main thing is just to get started. Yes, it's ideal to have all these things before you start, but it's always better just to start anyway and gather these things up as you go along. I didn't have all of these things whenever I started my eBay shop, and it would have been really helpful if I did, but these are just things that I've learned and picked up along the way that will come in handy if you want your eBay shop or an Etsy shop to be a success. Okay, so these are in no particular order, but to start out, I would say you would need to download the eBay app. If you have a smartphone or an iPhone, it's handy to have the app on your phone so that you can keep up to date with queries and questions and just keep on top of the business side of things. I would also recommend that you create a separate email address for your eBay business just so that your business and personal emails aren't crossing over. It's nice just to be able to log out of your business email on a Friday and not have to deal with it all weekend. So as well as having a separate email address, I would also have a separate bank account as well, and that keeps everything right, keeps everything separate. eBay and Etsy are different in that eBay don't take their fees out when you sell the item. You have to pay their fees at the end of the month. So it's important not to just take all the money that you've made from your eBay shop and spend it. And it's handy just to have a separate business account just to keep everything. In fact, I have multiple different accounts for different things like postage and fees and different things. And I could also make a video about that as well. So let me know in the comments below if you would like me to make a more in-depth video as to how to manage your money, income, profit, that type of thing. So that's eBay app, the separate email address and separate bank account, and that's you good to go. Also, if you do start your eBay shop and you are lucky enough to start selling straight away, don't forget to register as a business. And over here in the UK, register with the Inland Revenue. You don't really want to have any tax issues down the line, and it just keeps everything ticking over properly. As cake makers, especially whenever you're making cakes at home, it can be hard to see it as a business, and it is a business and it is an income, and as such you need to run it that way and keep yourself right. So I should say at this point that everything that I'm talking about I will link in the description down below, and you can have a look there and see what might suit you best for your needs. If you're selling things on eBay, you're going to need to post them, and it's really important that you get your postage amounts right. Number one, you don't want to be undercharging people and then that's coming out of your pocket. And number two, you don't want to be overcharging people and that's coming out of their pocket. If you do inflate your postage costs, it doesn't go down too well with customers. Back in the old days, people used to inflate the postage a lot to try and make back on the item. eBay are on top of all that now, and they know roughly how much the maximum would be for sending something, whether it's recorded or by special. But it's just important that you know how much your postage is going to cost. I would recommend getting yourself a wee set of postal scales, or you can even use kitchen scales. The way the postage is worked out, it's worked out on the size of the parcel and also the weight. And you're going to need to know the size and the weight to work out postage codes for your items. So a little set of scales would come in really handy for that. Also, you're going to need to get your packaging. Now, I sell cake toppers which are really easily broken, so I have to buy a lot of packaging. I don't charge the packaging fees in with the postage cost because I find that the postage here is really expensive and I don't want people to think that I'm overcharging them on postage. So I would build in the cost of my packaging in with my items. So if to post my item is $4.95, I will just charge the person $4.95. But if my box and my extra packaging costs another £2, I'll add that on to the price of my cake topper, and that way I get my costs back, but the customer won't think that, oh, hold on a wee second, I paid $4.95 postage, but she's charging me $6.95 or whatever. So that's just how I do it. You can put it all in because it is postage and packaging, but I find that that works best for an eBay business. You're going to need to get, whether it's padded envelopes, bubble wrap, packaging, boxes, you're going to need to get your boxes in the sizes and the quantities that you need. And where this is concerned, Amazon is your best friend. You can get basically any size of box and limited amount of packaging. I buy a ridiculous amount of packaging. I really need to get storage sorted out in here because over to my right, oh, it's just, yeah. It's a minefield. It's not knowing where to put all these boxes and bubble wrap and stuff, but it's really important that your items arrive in one piece. You don't want to be having to refund for broken items and stuff. So bubble wrap and boxes or padded envelope or whatever it is that you need to send your items in. Also, when it comes to the postage side of things, a printer is really handy. eBay has a little facility where you can print out labels, and that just makes things so much easier. It means that there's never going to be a mistake, and if there is a mistake in the address, then it'll come back on the customer and the address that they've saved on file. It used to be the printers cost an astronomical amount, and now you can get printers for next to nothing. So I will link in the description down below. Okay, so to package and post your items, you also need to sell your items. And one of the most important things I find in selling things on eBay is a good photograph. You could have the best product and the most beautiful handmade product, but if you're going to take a picture with an iPhone and grainy lighting, it's not going to showcase your product and you're going to sell yourself short. eBay is so competitive, there's so many people selling things on there, and you need your item to stand out in order to make a sale. So in terms of a good product photograph, you want to have a good clean picture, and the thing that would provide you with a good clean picture is good lighting and a good camera. If you don't have the budget for a camera, I would go ahead and get yourself some studio lights. Now, these are really cheap. You can get a set of 2 on Amazon. And it doesn't even matter if it's a really dull day outside, these lights will brighten up the room as though it's daylight inside. And even if you take the picture with your iPhone, you wouldn't believe the difference a wee set of studio lights will make to your picture. You can also get a wee thing called a lighting tent, and it's just a wee square tent, and you can put your product inside, and it just gives a really, really clean backdrop to your picture and a really good clear image. Speaking of backdrops, your background is really important. You don't want a lot of fuss in the background. If you can try and keep your background as plain as possible. When I was starting out, I just bought some huge pieces of card and put those in the background, but now you can actually buy backdrops and stuff relatively cheap on Amazon, and you can get them in all different designs. So if you really want to take this seriously and make your shop a success, I would really give it the best chance with a good little backdrop and some lighting. Starting out, it's good if you use the same backdrop in most of your photos, and that way it gives some continuity to your continuity. Is that gives some, I can't think of the word. What is the word? It makes all your listings look the same. So if someone goes into your shop, all your photos aren't going to look too different. They're going to all look very similar but with different items, and that can make your shop look really clean and beautiful as well. Now, I must spend about an hour a day at least packaging up all my items, and what makes it a lot easier is using a large sellotape dispenser. It just means that once your items are in the box, close it over and Bob's your uncle. There it is there. This thing here, I'll link it down below, but this is so handy. You're not having to use scissors or measure out the size of your tape. Also, make sure you get some really good strong tape as well, because you don't want your box to open in transit. I hope this video was helpful for you. I will make some more eBay videos in the future because I know eBay inside out. I've actually had a few of you contact me asking me questions, and I've been able to help you with your own eBay shops. I am working on being able to do an eBay consultation. If you are wanting to start an eBay shop and you need a little bit of extra help with that, there's so much involved. There's keywords and analytics, and there's so much behind what it looks like. So if you need a wee bit of extra help, or you want me to have a look at your existing shop and see maybe why you're not getting the sales that you feel that you deserve, drop me a little email, or you can contact me on Instagram and I'd be more than happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on Thursday for a tutorial. Bye, guys.